We begin on the baseball diamond where there is some sad news from Metsville. The Seaver family announced Thursday that Hall of Fame pitcher Tom Seaver has recently been diagnosed with dementia. Tom will continue to work in his beloved vineyard at his California home, but has chosen to completely retire from public life. The family is deeply appreciative of those who have supported Tom throughout his career on and off the field and who do so now by honoring his request for privacy. More on Tom Terrific in the C list. Time for some quick hitters on the local sports scene. The Knicks continue their West Coast swing. They are in Sacramento Saturday afternoon to face the Kings. Tip-off is noon. The Knicks have 13 wins to date. The Kings are 500, 32-32. Brooklyn Nets are still a game over 500 and in the playoff picture. The Nets are in Atlanta to face the Hawks Saturday night. That game gets underway at 7 p.m. The Nets are in 7th place in the Eastern Conference. On the ice, the Islanders are hosting Philadelphia at 7 p.m. Saturday night. The Devils are in Washington tonight to face the Capitals, and the Rangers will host New Jersey Saturday night at 7 p.m. at the world's most famous arena. Congrats to the Fordham University women's basketball team for winning the A-10 regular season crown. The Rams are in Pittsburgh this week for the A-10 tourney. The men's team is also tourney bound. That round of March Madness will stay right here in New York at the Barclays Center next week. The Big East tournament is also set to get underway at Madison Square Garden the 13th through the 16th. New York Yankees starting pitcher Luis Severino has been shut down for 2 weeks after an MRI showed he has rotator cuff inflammation in his right shoulder. Manager Aaron Boone said Tuesday Severino will not be ready in time to start on opening day. The Yankees have not yet discussed who could replace their ace for that March 28th start here in the Bronx. But Boone did say he felt the overall rotation would be well covered with its current pitching depth. The Yankees still have guys like Domingo Germán and Jonathan Loáisiga. Remember, the Bombers will also start the season without CC Sabathia, who is healthy but had his timetable to return delayed by injury and surgery. Dallas Keuchel, anyone. On the national scene, we shift gears and move to the NFL, where the Denver Broncos have agreed to trade quarterback Case Keenum to the Washington Redskins for a 6th-round pick in the 2020 draft. Sources confirmed to ESPN's Adam Schefter on Thursday. Washington will also get a 2020 7th-rounder from Denver. The 31-year-old Keenum, who was currently slated to count $21 million against the Broncos' salary cap for the 2019 season, has reworked his contract and will be on a 1-year deal with the Redskins, sources told Schefter. This will be Keenum's 4th team in 4 years. Certainly looks like the L.A. Lakers are waving the white flag in their late-season playoff push. They will reduce LeBron James's minutes the rest of the way. James recently returned from injury, but the Lakers have been unable to win some games, looking like no playoffs for them this spring. In motorsport, the IndyCar season returns this weekend in St. Pete. With a new IndyCar season, there's always great anticipation. More than ever, this season showcases a lot of change. IndyCar has a new entitlement sponsor with NTT, a new network in NBC, fresh faces, and 2 new racetracks to challenge the drivers. I'm most excited to see Fernando Alonso run in the Indy 500 again this May. Alonso returns to IndyCar to compete in his 2nd Indy 500, and his first attempt in 2017 was met with great enthusiasm, but that was not his primary focus that season because he was running full-time in Formula One. He made a huge impression on the field by starting 5th and leading 27 laps before suffering an engine failure on lap 179. In 2019, he could challenge again for the win after taking the checkers in this year's Rolex 24 Hours at Daytona and his 2nd start there. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list to honor Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver has the 3rd highest Hall of Fame voting percentage of all time. He held the highest until Ken Griffey Jr. came along in 2016, and then Mariano Rivera became the first unanimous this year. 98.84% for Seaver, pretty darn close to perfect, if you ask me. And honestly, that's what Seaver was and is to the Mets fan base and all of baseball. The sad Seaver news has mobilized Mets fans, and it should do the same for the organization who has dropped the ball in his behalf, pun intended, after it was announced Thursday that the Hall of Fame pitcher had been diagnosed with dementia and will retire from the public eye. Several fans took to social media demanding a statue be erected at Citi Field in his honor. One fan even started a petition to COO Jeff Wilpon to make it happen. Tom, the franchise Seaver, is long deserving of a statue at Citi Field commemorating his achievements with the New York Mets. The petition reads, fans. Sign this petition to show your support. The 74-year-old won 311 games with 3,640 career strikeouts and a memorable 20-year career that included 3 Cy Young Awards, 12 All-Star Game appearances, and a World Series title with that incredible 1969 amazing Mets team. His number 41 jersey is retired at Citi Field, but fans want more recognition for the pitching icon. In a statement released by Wilpon, the team said it's planning special ways to honor Seaver and have notified his family of such plans. It is, however, unclear if those plans include a statue. It should. Seaver will not be with the team this summer when the Mets honor the 1969 squad on the 50th anniversary. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. More Open back after this.